Good morning, friends. I think we have a discussion on function in programming, right? In C language. Can anyone define what is a function? In normal sentences also. What is a function?
We can use the same code for several times.
Sorry? Can you repeat? What is a function?
It is a set of codes, sir.
Set of after that it is set of some subset of code, right? Can you say like that? Some subset of code. That means some particular lines of code. Particular lines of code, suppose 4 or 5 lines, 5 or 6 lines. How we can take that subset? How do we consider? Function should have dash. What the function should have?
Prototype.
Prototype, okay. Function should have, please try. Function need what? Okay, after writing the function, how would you implement in the main? The function main can be implemented. The user defined function can be implemented in the main function. How it can be done?
By calling the function.
By calling the function. How do you call the function? How do we call the function? Can you give some example? Please respond, anyone. How do we call the function? Suppose I have written a function with name called factorial with a single parameter. Factorial of int. The function name is factorial of int. How can I call in a main function?
Factorial
Factorial, that's it.
of a or some argument.
Of 5, suppose. How do we identify that this is a function? This particular, how do you identify yourself, everyone?
By seeing
Name.
brackets.
No. How do you identify a function?
Parenthesis.
With the
Parenthesis.
prototypes.
By its function, by its name, right? Factorial. Factorial is a name. And again, in addition, parameters also. Suppose if you are calculating a factorial of a number, name of a function and its parameters. The function name should be match, otherwise it cannot able to call in a main. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Suppose we have written a code for factorial, and you are calling like factorial 1. Then is it possible to call in such a way?
No, sir.
So function should have name, function should have parameters. Sometimes function without parameters also exist, and a function should have some lines of code, and function should have purpose. That is very, very important. Please remember in your mind. Function should have a purpose. That means why we are writing this function. What is the purpose in writing a function? Please underline that purpose. Function should have a purpose, right? And formally we can define a function is a block of organized reusable code. That means, and not only that, it should perform a certain action. Whenever it is called, it should perform a certain action. And what is the purpose of writing a functions? This is also you should remember and make it underline. That is code reusability. Code reusability. Suppose to calculate any like to calculate simple interest, I have created a function called simple I. The function name is a simple I. This is a function written by myself, and to print any statement, generally in Python we use a statement called print, and in to read the value from keyboard, what is the function we will use in Python?
Input.
Yes, input. Input is a function. So in order to calculate factorial, I can write a function called factorial with some only one parameter, factorial of 5. Simple interest, I need ptr, p comma t comma r. So what is the difference between these two types of functions? This is first one. First one is to calculate simple interest and factorial, and second one for printing and to take the input from the keyboard. What is the difference between these two?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, still some people are joining, sir. Can you accept me?
Yeah. Yeah, can anyone say what is the difference between these two set of functions?
First functions are user-defined functions,
Yeah.
and printf and input function are inbuilt functions.
Inbuilt. Okay, good. This written in which are highlighted in red color are user-defined functions. Written in red color are user-defined functions. Print and input, these are the predefined functions or built-in functions. What is the difference? What is the difference between these two types of functions?
Programmer needs to give the code for the user-defined functions.
Yes, programmer needs to write a code for the user-defined functions. And here programmer no need to write the code for the functions. Directly we can use. Already those functions are defined by a program designers. We no need to write exclusively for the code. Right? Here name of a function, that means in the case of user defined functions, name of a function is fixed or you can change it. That means you are calculating a simple interest. We can write our own name. We can have our own name, or it is fixed to a simple interest. If you are calculating factorial, it is fixed that you need to use only a name is factorial.
We can change.
We can change. But Harshini is responding.
Yes, sir.
I think there is a disturbance from your mic. You stop responding. Other people can respond. I think you are responding every day, right? Other people can respond. Yeah. What about user-defined functions? Is the name is fixed or we can change? Suppose print instead of print, if you can use printf.
No, sir.
Yes. In
No,
Python.
No, sir.
In Python.
No, sir.
No, you cannot use. These names are built-in functions. Names are fixed, but user-defined functions names we can change. And in a simple words, what I can say you is function is a block of code, and please write down these points. Function is a block of code. Function should have purpose. Function is recognized by its name. Functions are of two types. One is user defined and another one is built-in functions. Functions solves the problem of functions have a capacity of reusability, right? If you are using functions, the code reusability can be applicable. That means instead of writing more number of lines of code, we can conclude the program within a very less number of lines. Yeah, that's what I am saying. Reduce the length of a program. Program length can be reduced. Code can be easily maintained. Increase the modularity of a programming. Fine. DEF is a keyword in Python. Come to Python. DEF is a keyword. The rule to write user-defined function is DEF function name brackets. This is without any arguments. For this, there are no arguments exist. Come to here, DEF function name parameters 2 dots. This will complete the entire definition of a function. DEF keyword, function name, parameters 2 dots. Yeah. DEF function name, you can write the parameters. This is the syntax of writing the function. Parameters, bracket close, 2 dots. Here you can write the actual code, what lines of code. Actually, we are saying that function is nothing but a lines of code. So we can write the lines of code in this part and then write a return statement. That means what does this function return to you? This will be right here, return statement. Can have a simple example. First, this is the definition of a function to check a number is even or odd. So here, even odd of 2, even odd of 3. That means we are calling the function. Let us try to run. Yeah. First, I have passed the argument called 2, which is an even number. The same output is even. Second, the argument is 3, which is an odd number. Output is odd. Okay. And there are two parts in writing a function. This is first part, the function definition. This is second part, to call the function. First one is function definition. Second one is to call the function. See, DEF, it is a keyword. Even, odd, it is a name of a function. X is a parameter. These two dots are a part of syntax. Inside of a function, I am writing a code. 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of code. If you entered some number X, %2, double equals to 2, double equals to 0, then we can call that number as even number. Otherwise, we can call that number as odd number. This is the entire definition of a code, definition of a function. How would you identify this function? By its name, even, odd. What is the purpose of this function? To check a function is even or odd. What is the argument in this function? X. Here I am calling the function. Even odd function I am calling here. Right? This gives you to check a number is even or odd. We can call any number of times. Suppose if you are calling any other time, you are calling 4 times. You can call any number of times. Any number of times. That gives you even, odd, odd, even. Even, odd, odd, even. So when you are calling even, odd, the function even, odd, the function called even, odd, I am calling for the first time 2. The same function with different parameter 3. The same function with different parameter 5. Again 8. Any number of times you can use same this particular lines of code. Suppose there is no concept of writing a functions. If you want to write this code, we can write that many number of times. Fine. And suppose if you consider this program to calculate factorial of a number. Right? What is 3 factorial? What is 3 factorial? How much 3 factorial?
6, sir.
6.
Mauno.
6, sir.
I think there is a problem here. Is that? Oh, sorry. You can run it. Is it correct? No?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, if the number value n is 1 or it is n is 0, we need to return 1. Otherwise, n into fact of n minus 1. What here also there are 2 parts. What are the 2 parts in writing the program? What is the first part? This is the first part. This is the second part. What is the first part represents and what is the second part represents? No response. What is the first part?
First part represents a user-defined function.
Sorry?
First part is user-defined function, sir.
Yes, user-defined function. What is the name of the function?
Fact.
Fact. What is the parameter?
N.
N. What is the purpose of this function? Why you are writing this function? Why?
Calculate the factor.
To know the factorial of a number. Right? How would you identify this function? Function name is fact. Right? And here I am calling. I am considering NUM1 and some particular number 1, yeah, NUM, and I am applying to that NUM fact value, fact function. I am applying to that NUM1. Okay. And moreover, I am remembering you what type of a function it is. Can anyone say? We have discussed this already.
Recursive function.
Yes, good. It is a recursive function. How would you say that it is a recursive function?
It is calling itself.
This function is calling itself. That means the name of a function is fact. Inside you have written again fact. So it will call itself again and again number of times. The function calls itself. So that's why it is a recursive function. Example for recursive function. How many lines of code exist in this function? How many lines of code exist in this function? Anyone respond?
One.
Only one line. But you are doing entire things. That's why the Python programming is known to be a. That's why the Python programming is known to be a dash. We have discussed the features of Python. In that list, I have already told you. Python is a particular type of language. We can call Python as with some name. That's why we can write only a lesser number of lines of code, and we can show more features, and we can acquire more outputs. I told you. What is that?
Expressing.
Yeah, it is an expressive language. That means we can have more features with less number of lines of code. Fine. Now I would like to convert this same code to calculate NCR value. Which we have discussed in C programming also. Maunav, what is 3C2? Calculate. How much?
6 or 7.
3C2. But the computer is giving 3. 3 is the answer.
3, sir.
So,
Yes, sir. 3
first number factorial by second number factorial into factorial of difference. So here you are calculating the factorial for 3 times for 3 set of numbers. That is a factorial for 3, factorial for 2, factorial for 1. If you are using factorial for 3, you can use this line. Factorial for 2, again the same line. Factorial for 1, again the same line. For all the cases, you are using the same line. That is code reusability. That is actually a purpose of a function. Fine. If you should consider some more examples. Yeah. I'm considering a function called find area with only one parameter r. And I'm standardizing the pi value with 3.142. What we can return is return pi into r into r. This is actual actual function represents this one. And driver method, that means the function calling is here itself. We can call that function called find area of 5. We can call from this, a simple function, and calculate the simple interest. This function can have 3 parameters. Till now we have seen some functions with only a parameter, only one parameter, some functions with 2 parameters, some functions with 3rd parameter. Now the function with 3 parameters, ptr. So simple calculation of ptr by 100. The simple interest is si, and the return is return si. That means, as I told you, a function can return some value. So we can call that directly here, simple underscore interest of 868. Then it will return the value of si. Directly it will print. If you write some statement here, print, you can print the value. After returning that value, we can pass this value to as an argument to any another function also. We'll see those things.